Welcome to Microsoft Excel with EJD. In this video, we'll be talking about working with tables in Excel. Working with tables in Excel, we've done a lot of things so far, and by the very essence, the whole Excel worksheet, an Excel worksheet looks like, the you have rows and columns, so you already have it looking like a table, but then you can actually convert a range of Excel cells into a table, and that's exactly what this next video is about, working with tables in Excel. So the first thing is you want to think about how to create and format tables, right? So in this case, let's use a customer table. As usual, we'll be working with this. Whatever you see here, all the names you see here and city, they are made up. They are not real people, by the way. So we are just using it as an example. They are not real people. They are just made up. Okay, so we already have. Imagine that you have entered some information in Excel this way, and you want to convert this whole thing into a table. Of course, the first thing I want to do is, I always like to format, right? I use Control A to do this, and then I centralize all this, right? So maybe the customer has been in a business. They've been patronizing a business since this date. So I may also want to format this date now, into something cuter. Say I can right click and go to format cells, or I can go up here and do something. But now I'm talking about dates, right? Pick this date, and I want something easy to remember like this. So I just click on this. Okay, I click on this, or let me do this 14th March and then the year. So something like this, 15th March, uh, 15th January 2019, for instance. So, after doing all this now, we can now then decide we want to make this into a table. So this is not a table yet, right? When it becomes a table, you see the color changing and everything. So you can select your range of data. So this is my range. That by pressing Control, it shows that area. So select your range of data or click inside the data range, then go to the insert on the table on the ribbon. So we come to insert here, right? And we see table here. So I click on table, and then it's asked me, does my table have headers? So if this was not checked, be sure to check it. And now so it has shown the whole area that this is covering. So it is covering from A1 to F21, right? So we just click OK. So you see, the table range is $A, $1 up to $F, $21, and we say OK. So you can see it automatically becomes a table. So it is only now that this has become a table. And once this happens immediately, you can change the color to whatever you like. So let's go for this. You can go for any color you like. So this is us changing this to a table now. Okay, let me settle for this. Now you have changed that into a table. So by clicking OK, you have converted the range into a formal Excel table. Now it is just now that you have a formal Excel table. Now, what are the benefits of using this table, for instance? Number one thing is that it is good for automatic filtering and sorting options on headers. So using these headers now, you can see some drop downs beside the headers for sure. Okay, these are the headers here. So you can click on this, and you can do some. You can just say you can sort according to this. You can just click on this, and then it just sorts everything according to the customer numbers and things like that. We can come over here, and then you can sort according to first name. Maybe we want the first names to be sorted. We want to sort all the customers according to their first name, or maybe you want to do something about last name from A to Z. So so by making it into table, you just make it easy. Or if you want to do something about the cities, you just click here, sort cities A to Z. You just want to follow, okay, maybe you want to make a catalog and you just want to follow the cities like that. Or you can also order according to when you want to order from the oldest to the newest customer. So the first customer came 19th August 2016, and the latest customer came 12th August 2021, So having a table like this, you can, it's pretty easy. Or maybe you just want to have all active members on one side and together, and all inactive members together. So you are very free. Like it's making it your data into a table, your data range into a table makes it easy for you to do a lot of things, right? So automatic filtering and sorting options, dynamic range expansion. So when you add new rows or columns, the table automatically adjusts. So if I now say What do I want to add now? So let's say amount spent. Let's assume we have that. So you can see the table is automatically adjusted. So it's that dynamic. So any new thing I add, it just adjusts. So let's say we now have, for this, we say $3,700 or $37,000 and so on and so forth, you know, um, and so on. We can so as you add a new column or a new row, it's automatically added. Let's try a new row, for instance. Okay, first of all, let me sort the customer ID. Let me sort from A to Z, for instance. Maybe from okay. Yeah, well, this is all we have. So if I now add a customer, CUST, say 2021, you can see it automatically extends the range of the table. So tables are so dynamic, as you can see. So it's easier for referencing with structured references, and it improves readability and data management, as you can see already. So you can also format tables like that. So once created, the table design tab appears on the ribbon. So you see, once you have created this table, so you can have a table design tab. So I mean, once we are here, right? And of course. Oh, okay. This is not the thing. So let me go back home. Control A. Like I just want to create a table again. Okay, the table is already existent. Um, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is the table design thing I was looking for. So you have a table design tab there. So you can do several things. You can change the color. You can, okay, yeah, of course, you have the filter button. That's if you don't want the filter button, you just click here. If you don't want to need to sort, so you can see all the filter buttons are gone and it makes the thing a bit finer. But if you want filter button, you can have it. So if you want first column, you want the first column highlighted, you want last column highlighted. It's so flexible. You can do whatever you want. You want to highlight the total row. You can see the total row is there automatically. You didn't have to calculate that, right? So it means if you also put some money here, let's say you have 432,100, and then you now do a total row, it automatically just does the total for you. It's so flexible. So that's one thing about tables. All right. So you can use table styles to quickly apply color themes and borders, adjust column width and row heights for better visibility. Right. Of course, if you want banded rows, like right now we have banded rows. Or if we remove all this, for instance, now, so currently the rows are not banded. So, but banded rows make things more beautiful. And then you also want to have banded columns. So you have some kind of grid thing going on right there. Okay, so you can have table styles and banded rows. Okay, we've talked about that. Excel offers a gallery of predefined styles to change the look of your table. We've played with that. Banded rows, we also have that. Customizing styles, modifying existing styles or create your own to match your brand or report theme. So if your brand has a color, you can actually customize some of these things. So sorting and filtering table data, I've demonstrated that already. In that case, of course, you are going to need what happened here. Okay. So banded rows, banded columns. Okay, let me take it back a little bit. Yeah, now we have this. Yeah, so filtering, we've done some filtering thing now. So we want to filter according to last name. We've done all of that, right? So you can sort, you can filter to display only rows that meet certain criteria. Um, let me see. Let's do something about filtering. Let's see. Say amount spent. So maybe you just want to select. If you don't want to select all, maybe you only want to select the blanks. You don't want to see those who actually spend some money. So you can have only those, right? So that's what filtering does for you. Okay. So you can also use structured references. So here, let me try to get as many. Okay, let me go back to the filtering thing now. Let me come back here and make sure everything is given. I just want everything highlighted. And then we have all this, let's say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 8. 4321, yeah, 6578, 98765, then 43215, then 34232, blah blah. I mean, I'm just typing these numbers randomly. So 4578, blah blah. And then, you know, okay, this is 43210, and this is 37000, 37000. So with this now, we can still do okay, well, since this is about money, right? We can just come and make it what monies should look like, right? We can go back home and do the currency thing. Let's say, let's do it the dollar way, and we have the total here. So now you see this total is giving you, you can see the formula there. You have subtotal 109 amount spent, and you have this right there. So that gives us an example of what references can look like. But let's see still. When you create a table, Excel allows you to refer to table elements, columns, headers, totals by name rather than cell addresses. Now that we have a table, so instead of cell addresses, we can actually use headers and columns and all that for references. So this makes formulas easier to read and maintain. So we can have syntax examples like, okay, this table, okay, we named it. Okay, this table, we named this table. Let's see. I think we can name the table with insert, right? The table hasn't been named, I think. Okay, so what if we want to do, okay, we don't have sales. I mean, we have the total here already, but I mean, in short, there are more things we can actually do with tables. That's all the whole idea is about. And the idea will be that so you can have the dynamic formula adjustment when rows are added or deleted. You can have reduced errors compared to fixed cell references, and you can have improved clarity when sharing spreadsheets. So that's when you get to use structured references. So when you create a table, Excel allows you to refer to table elements like columns, headers, totals by name rather than cell addresses. So this makes formulas easier to read and to maintain, just like what we have here for this total now. You have equals of total 109 amount spent, like that. All right, so I think that should be good enough for this table. Or let me try out something. Let me say here I want to do is equal to sum, and this table, since it wasn't named, we can say that's like table one, right? That's table one, and then we want to total the amount spent. So we just have amount spent. Okay, that so this is just totaling the whole of table one. That's serious. How? So this result is looking weird to me. So let's say table one, and then we want the amount spent. Amount spent. So you see, it gives us this total thing now. So there, so if you need this somewhere, you could just go. If you want to type this somewhere, you could just go there and So it is automatically saying this table as table one. If especially except if you now name it specifically. Let's see if we can name the table now. Okay, my table has it. Okay, these are not. It's coming. Trying to think about another table entirely. Yeah. So let's end it here. So you can actually you don't now need the cell number, cell row number, and everything now. So you just need to know what you want to sum up if you need to do a sum and everything. So let's bring this video to an end. So you want to play with tables and see how interesting they can be. So tables actually get to simplify things for you when you convert your data range into a table. You have uh, a bit more control over how things go in the table. All right. So thank you so much for listening. If you have not subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can always get notified each time a new video is released. You can become a member of my channel. So click on join and see the possibilities of becoming a member and the perks attached to your membership. So as you have this Excel sheet in my drive, so feel free to avail yourself of them and try your hands on some of these things to so that you can actually master them, right? Be sure to like and share this video and every other video you come across on this channel so that more people can have access to the great content I have going on here. Till I come your way again, keep doing data right. Bye.